So, why Hispanics matter. I mean, if you put numbers aside, Hispanics are an amazingly passionate, humble, yet confident and innovative group. And so, why they matter, we need that talent. We need talent like the Hispanic community can bring, like no other, within our company.
Sure. So for IBM, it starts with our employees and it continues through with our shareholders and ultimately with our clients. Uh, Obviously, the diversity of all three of those constituencies is part of what makes us who we are. It's part of what drives us to deliver, again, value to our shareholders as well as our clients. And it's an ever-growing portion of our population as well as our client and shareholder population. So hence, as a company who exists to deliver value to our shareholders, our clients, and our employees, Hispanics represent a significant portion and an ever-growing portion of all three of those.
Alan Torres. So I recently met Alan because he is our diversity and inclusion leader for the Hispanic community. And what I think is so wonderful about Alan is he is vulnerable enough to share his story and do it in a way that isn't, wow, poor me, but is a, hey, look what I can help accomplish. And he's passionate and he's done so much for our community and continues to want to do things for our community to help lift others up and to help others reach their full potential and to say, it's okay, you have something out there, I'm going to help you get there. And so he has, been inspiring to me to make me want to do more. So Alan would absolutely be a Hispanic rock star in my mind.
So every year we try and outdo the prior year. Last year we spent a ton of time working with We Are All Human as an example. This year we are going after a combination of different activities. One is just acknowledging and celebrating the rich diversity of the community, both inside as well as outside of IBM. Another is empowering our community members to invest in their career and personal wellness. Another is hands-on commitment to IBM's inclusive culture, not just inside of Hispanic Heritage Month, but as we go forward. So in order to support those three, we are leveraging data to hopefully inspire and generate allyship. We are creating key digital events to bring the community together, again, both inside and outside of IBM. We're leveraging our geography-based communities to drive specific focus areas and needs depending on their particular community. We're embracing and embodying some of the personal IBMer stories, which bring forward key messages. And ultimately, we are engaging and calling to action our community to continue to drive progress forward. All of this will be wrapped up with more than 30 events aligned to talent attraction, engagement, retention, and ultimately building the brand of Hispanics at IBM.
Yeah, so I'll address that because I was actually very much a part. For the last few years, we've had a Hispanic development program that really spanned two different aspects. It was how do we help our executive Hispanic population continue to build their business eminence and grow and ensure that they have the right alignment with different sponsors, as well as taking the Hispanic community that are non-executives and create a development program for them that leveraged a tool that tool helped connect based on their priorities, their desires, the employees' desires, with a mentor that had the right kind of skills. That tool then matched those mentor and mentee, and there was a deployment of this program that then had those folks talking for a certain period of time, which then kind of graduated to the next step of you've graduated from that mentor relationship. But all of that to say, it's about developing our Hispanic community to allow them to grow their potential, their business acumen, and the skills that they need.
Well, so I think last year and a half has been quite eventful for the world, not just in the US, but around the world. But if you look at the US in particular, there is a lot of pent up frustration. And that's looking at political, that's looking at racial, it's looking at diversity initiatives and the clear need in order to drive more of that as we go forward. But with all of that contention has created a tremendous amount of opportunity for all of us. And with that opportunity creates a great window for others to engage in the dialogue, engage in investment, engage in promotion, and ultimately engage in action to bring us forward collectively. And when I say us forward collectively, that's not just a Hispanic thing, but that is a community thing. That is a business thing. That is a country thing. So no better time than the present to jump in, not just under the umbrella of Hispanic Heritage Month, but also as a way to drive what's good for your business, which is embracing and investing in diversity, inclusion, including Hispanics.
Well, because I'm Hispanic, and that makes me a star. That's all I need. I am so blessed to have a mother that is Hispanic, and I am proud to be Hispanic. I am proud of our culture. And I think that, that's all it means. That's all it takes is just to be proud of our culture. And from that, it builds our confidence. And, one of the things that I think is really important, at least from my perspective, that I think makes all of us stars is our humility. And I think being humble, yet confident is really kind of the key. So for me, that's what I've taken from the my Hispanic culture and community, and that's hopefully what I'm giving back.
So for me, it's two things. It's family and it's food, the two F's. And the event that every year is the one that I hold near and dear to my heart since I was a little boy is Nochebuena, which for the Cuban community is Christmas Eve, getting together with family, spending all day roasting a pig, using a cajachina, the smell of mojo and charcoal, hanging around while we're waiting for it to cook with family members, inviting both family members as well as other friends and family together to get together and really celebrate being together and what that means as a nuclear unit of a family. It's 40 some odd years later, and we still celebrate today in the same way that we did 50, 60 years ago as a family first coming to the U.S. And it's something that I hold very close to my heart, and my cousins and my aunt and my dad and my kids now that have passed it on in the same tradition do as well.